Hello guys, I am Raisa Hidayah from 11 Science 3. Here I will be give my opinion about the film Pengabdi Setan 2, which was busy talking a few days after the film reels. As soon the film starts, the audience will be instantly drawn to a scene that might never have struck out. Not a surprising jump scare scene, but a warning that this film will make you cringe until the end. This opening scene is also a story that will be revealed at the end of the film. After the opening scene, the film tells about the new life of the Suwana family, whose life is calmer. The serenity of this film is only half unheard of. After that, the audience will be nervous throughout the film. Joko Anwar is an expert at scaring Indonesian, because this film does not rely on jump scare to scene the audience. The scene that shows two corpses with the sword alone is disturbing. Not to mention the sound of chatting, the whimpering sound of people being tortured in the grave, until the motherly smile again. A viewing experience that is so complete, like being in a haunted house. If you ask whether the film is still connected with the first film, the answer is definitely yes. You see, since the beginning of this film is continuing the story in the previous film. Not only the story, the audience big questions that were not answered in the first film. Pengabdi Setan are answered in the second film. One of them is about what the real father figure is and what has actually been done by the father all this time. In addition, several scenes in the first film were also readapted in this film. Remember when Rini prayed and was disturbed by the devil? In this film, the prayer scene is adapted and repaired to different character. If in the first film, there was an Ustad figure as the protagonist, in this film, Ustad figure is repaired even though his character is different. Joko Anwar managed to insert iconic scene from the previous film into the film Pengabdi Setan 2. Neatly without disturb the story, this film also provides a little logic that the film Pengabdi Setan is not actually finished. There are some questions that deliberately hang back and may be answered in the third film. One that has not been revealed in the figure of Batara and Darmina, played by Fahri Albar and Asmara Abigail. Their main character and purpose has not been revealed. Rini and the others also don't know if their former neighbor is dangerous person. It cannot be denied that servant of Satan 2 in the new standard for Indonesian horror films. All aspects of this film are thoroughly gripping. The figure behind this film must have been the director and screenwriter of Joko Anwar. Besides knowing how to scare you, Joko's shooting technique is also really good. When the scene is tense, the camera is repeatedly shifted to a wider angle. It's enough with the camera shifting. The audience will be restless, not to mention the story ideas, which are mostly executed in flats that are currently out of power. So this film was shot in dim condition, with lighting coming from candles, matches, and flashlight. Can you imagine the horror like that, right? That's all from my opinion about the film. This film is highly recommended for those of you who like horror genre film. Sorry if there are any wrong words. See you all.